Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning in my big catch-all happy planner for the week of January 9th through 15th. And I have some fun stickers here from the According to Allie Patreon. They are exclusive stickers. They're from, I think, November. I think they're the November stickers. She didn't do Patreon stickers in December because she was taking the month off. There will be new stickers in January. However, these ones are winter themed and I just wanted to use them now. I've been holding on to them all through the holiday season because I wanted to do seasonal stuff for the holidays. But now that we're in January and I can just kind of go winter seasonal, non-holiday things, I definitely wanted to get these in the planner. So this is called the Winter Wonderland set. The Patreon membership comes with 3 sheets of stickers. And they're all super cute. I love seeing what Allie comes up with. She shares a mood board at the beginning of the month, and then we all vote on the mood boards, and then she goes with the winning theme and does a 3-sticker set. So Winter Wonderland has this really cute winter wear cozy things sticker sheet. We've got this one that is the quotes and these fun string lights. I left it by the radiator, so it got a little wrinkly. The clear sticker paper does that sometimes, but it'll go flat onto the pages when I plan with them. So quotes on there, and then this last one is deco stuff. So we've got some washi strips, the faux washi strips. We've got some little hanging snowflakes, some little flowers, and pine cones that kind of match along with it. In the past, she's done functional boxes as one of the sheets. This set didn't come with them, so that's going to be one of my things today when I'm planning is figuring out how to add the functional boxes in. I did pull 2 sheets of stickers that I had from her that I thought might be okay color palette wise. I'm not sure about the plum on this one. I liked the gray. And then I have these ones that are the Planners of Higher Ed sticker sheet because I'm in Planners of Higher Ed, but I just don't know. I'm worried it's just not going to be the right color, and I really want to go with all gray, but I don't have a whole bunch of those. Also grabbed these cool headers because I thought the color palette matched, and if I wanted to do some title text on things, this might be nice. I should mention while I'm at it, you can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% off at According to Allie. You can't save on the Patreon membership, but I will link that below in case you're interested in joining her Patreon. I really like it. But you can save 10% off in her shop, which I will also link below with the code Caitlin10. I have an affiliate link that's linked down below. It greatly helps me out when you use that. So I've got all of this kind of planned out. I have this washi tape that my brother gifted to me, and I thought it would look so cute with these. I've been really going all in on this particular washi tape this week. It's the script one, and it'll just look so good with all the winter wear stuff. So I grabbed that. I also had some leftover scrapbook paper that I used in a different spread, and I thought maybe some little star accents could be nice in here, just smaller pieces of that. And then if those boxes don't work out, I also grabbed funky abstracts because the color palette matched pretty well. Plus, there's some fun abstract shapes in here that might be nice to layer into the clusters. I like this one with the silver splatter paint. And if I'm doing that, maybe I could just do silver boxes. But there are a lot of boxes in here that I could probably use to make this functional. I just got to figure that out as we get into the planning process. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this off the discs and we will get started. I'm going to start with a little piece of this scrapbook paper. This is from a Maggie Holmes book. I can't remember which paper pad it is. Also a gift from my brother. He picked out a couple different planner things for me that I made a list. I'm not going to act like he knows exactly what I like to use in my planner, and if I asked him, he probably wouldn't be able to tell me what any of these things are, but I sent him a few Amazon links of things that I had been looking at, and he made some selections from that list. So that's how we ended up with the script washi tape and this fun Maggie Holmes paper and those bullet point stickers. So I'm adding a little corner piece of this up here. I think that looks really cute. And then I'm going to go on top of that with the script washi. This one came in a set of 4, and it is from Amazon, so I will try to link that too. You can also link the Maggie Holmes paper if anyone's interested in that. So I'm just layering to get some different layers built up. I mean, that's the point of layering, huh? But I thought it might be nice to have some overlap between the two. The background of this washi tape is a little bit of a off-white color, so you can see a little bit of it, but it looks like it blends into the paper fairly well. So I'm gonna do that. Also gonna take a piece of this one, and even though they're sticker washi tapes, I still like to do just like a torn edge on those. And I'll just rip this little bit, and I'll layer that into this cluster. And I'm gonna just put it right down the middle of the script washi tape. It looks pretty good like that. I'm planning on adding in like a decorative element or two, so it won't just be that, but let's see. I'm gonna grab this scarf. I'm gonna do that right there, and then I want something else to go along with it because it just feels a little lonely. And I'm gonna try to pull in from a different color because we've got the darkest blue, we've got that like mauvey pink, and now we've got like the lighter blues with that candle. That looks cute. I'm considering adding in one of the little snowflakes. I'm not sure yet. They have little strings attached to them, so I could like hang them from the top of the spread, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. So I'm kind of debating whether or not snowflakes like should be hanging, or if I want to just cut the strings off, or if I'm okay just having them with the strings hanging in the middle of space. Could be fun to like layer the hanging one over the cluster. But I'm like, that gets a little too complicated. I think my best bet is just gonna be cutting those strings off of them. Even though it's really cute and I like the concept, I think they're gonna layer or cluster in a little bit better without them. I do wish they were like on different lengths of string though, because they're all the same. So if I were to put them across the top of the spread, they would all just be at the same height. So that's why I think maybe just cutting them off the little sticker strings will help me out. It's a pretty good looking cluster so far. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of the scrapbook paper, and for this spread I am just gonna do like floating pieces of scrapbook paper. I don't mind if it's just like this in the middle of nowhere. I don't typically do that. I normally have it kind of on the edge of something, but we're mixing it up. These are fun stickers, and I'm going to get creative with them. I don't think you're going to be able to see this on camera, but there is like a very faint grid pattern in the background of this. It's like pink. And I'm going to use that just to like align it. I don't want the grid to just be all over the place. More of the script washi tape. And I want to leave some of the stars showing on the scrapbook paper because that's why I put it there. It is a nice background color, but I'd like the patterning on that to show. We're gonna add some comfy little pillows over here into this cluster. Pillows and pine cones, perhaps? I don't know exactly what that combo entails, but I think it looks fine. Maybe a snowflake with the pine cone. So this week is not like a super hectic week. I've just got some work shifts and like just miscellaneous stuff. The one thing I do want to mention though, while we're like here in the somewhat beginning of this video, is that I do have another sticker release coming up. It is going to be happening on Friday the 13th. Such good luck. But it's also National Sticker Day. So I was like, okay, sticker release on National Sticker Day. I think that was meant to be. So 1 p.m. Central Time in my Etsy shop, there will be some new stickers. I'm hoping to actually do a design reveal this time. I didn't get around to one last time. So this time I'm gonna put that in my calendar, get that design reveal filmed. It just became a little bit of a time crunch last time because of like Christmas, and I had to leave earlier than I was expecting to because we were getting a blizzard, so I needed to be on the road earlier, and I just didn't get time to film a design reveal. I'm thinking I might just include them in the next design reveal. That way, if people like weren't checking the Etsy shop and they want to see all of the new stickers that I've released since my last design reveal video, they can just like see them all in one place. January's release is going to be like a lot of Valentine's-y stuff. There are some things outside of that, like I'm doing another Black History Month sticker sheet that will be a charity donation sheet. I am working on some new birthday stuff, some new state flowers. So it's not just going to be Valentine's Day, because I know some people are not like big Valentine's Day people. I am, but I think it's just because my birthday is the day after Valentine's Day that I'm like, yeah, it means my birthday is that much closer. I'm going to add another piece of the scrapbook paper. The weird thing about these Tombow Monodox adhesives, or like the Tombow tape runners in general, is that they look pretty similar, like on both sides. So it's always tricky for me to like be like, okay, you got to roll it this direction instead of like flipping it over and doing it upside down. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, or if it's just like I have no idea how my craft supplies work kind of thing, but I find myself more often than not like using it on the wrong side. So I'm just adding in another little piece of that there. But yeah, besides work shifts, there's not a whole lot going on, so I'm not going to need a whole lot of like functional box space. I'm still going to need to leave some because last week's spread, which was the Whimsical Blooms from my December release, I ended up having to add in like 5 or 6 more boxes after I finished like the spread, and it made things a little hectic. So I'm gonna leave some space just in case that happens again. And I'm trying not to use too much of my like faux washi because I know I'm gonna need it on the other side if I'm mixing and matching just little tiny pieces of it. This is looking good so far. I think the color palette works really well together between the According to Allie stickers, which obviously match because they're all part of a set, but also the scrapbook paper and that nice cream script washi tape. I'm going to add another snowflake into my Monday cluster, or I guess it's a sidebar cluster too. I just never use the sidebar in my catch-all planner. I used to when I was really only using the catch-all planner, but now that I have like a daily planner in my lineup, the sidebar just kind of becomes redundant because I was using it as like an ongoing to-do list, and I'm doing that in the daily. So I don't need to do that, so now it's just a decorative space. I'm taking a quote off of this sheet, and I'm picking one of the pink ones because I wanted to bring some pink down to this corner because the only element of pink on this page is up there in the left. So this one says, "The future lies before you like fresh fallen snow." I don't know if I want to white these lines out before I put the sticker down, and I'm leaning towards yes, just because I like the way the spread is going. So I think I'm going to put a little bit more care into like getting rid of the lines, that kind of thing. I'm taking a Jelly Roll 08, and I'm just going to scribble those lines away real fast. I'm not going to use the like roll-on whiteout because that leaves some pretty harsh rectangles. I find that the Jelly Roll is great for just like small areas, especially ones that go under clear stickers where you're going to be able to see the method of whiteout. So we're going to put this quote down here in the corner. Beautiful script that she's chosen for this. I don't know if this is hand lettered or not. I can't quite tell. It just looks so consistent between all the quotes that I'm going to assume that it's a font, but it's a really nice one. So we've got a little quote corner going on over there. I'm going to wait for the functional stuff because I'm still kind of deciding on what boxes I'd like to use. I've got this weird corner shape here, and I don't normally do like a piece of scrapbook paper right here, but I think if the shape is there, we're just gonna go for it. Last week was just a week of like all of the appointments, so that's why it got so busy so fast. I needed to go to the dentist, and then I'm like, okay, I'm already at my parents' house, and I've needed a haircut for a while. My normal stylist is back where I go to school or went to school because I'm not going to be returning to campus. So I haven't seen her in a while, and she was away on a maternity leave too, so it was like she wasn't there for a few months, which she deserves that time away, but I was just like, I'm gonna wait until she comes back to get my hair cut, and then I decided not to go back to school. So it's been a minute since I got my hair cut, and it's just super long. So on a whim, I'm like, I'm gonna book a hair appointment while I'm here at my parents'. I'm gonna book it at the place that I got my hair cut for prom 10 years ago. Let's hope the standards have stayed the same, and they did. They did a good job. And it was nice to be able to get like a last minute appointment. Like I booked it 10 p.m. the night before for like 2 the next day, and it worked out nicely. Trying to like incorporate these mittens, which really cool shape because they're connected, but I also want to put in a little bit of that faux washi. So I'm trying to figure out how to navigate that. And if I'm doing the mittens, which match this washi, I should do the other one just so it's not too matchy-matchy. I'm going to tear the edge off of that, and I'm going to just use the rest of the navy blue. This is such a weird sticker with the mittens because I'm like, I have to have it on 2 fingers because it's connected weird. I don't know. So I'm going to place the faux washi, and now I'm thinking, okay, this might be able to just go over the faux washi. That wouldn't be the end of the world. And I want to make sure it lays flat, so I got to smooth out that little connecting string between the mittens, and yes, it looks great. So we're gonna stay with that. I really need to be better about incorporating the quotes, so we're gonna take Stay Cozy for this cluster right here, and I whited out the lines so that it can just fit nicely right on top of them. Stay Cozy. And I think every cluster so far has had a snowflake, so I'll add one in. Not sure what I want to do with the florals just yet. Like, I like the pine cones because they bring in a color that's not elsewhere in the spread. There's no brown tones anywhere else on those sticker sheets. But the flowers, I'm trying to figure that out. This is going to go right here because I liked that layered look with the shorter navy washi tape. Maybe I add in a pine cone down there or some flowers. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, this is an indoor scene because we've got all these indoor, like, cozy elements. And then I'm like, it can't be an outdoor scene because we got flowers. But snowflakes and pine cones are also outdoor things. So I don't really have much of an argument here. I think I could get 2 clusters out of this remaining scrapbook paper. So I'm going to just rip it down the middle like that. And I'm going to do one up here at the top of Thursday, Friday. And I think this is where I'm going to need to incorporate the box for my sticker release. I've also been told tentatively, so it's a little bit in advance here, but I think Create with Mandy is also having her January release on the 13th. And you can use my code Caitlin10 for Create with Mandy. I don't know what's going to be included in that release. I'm going to assume Valentine's Day because January is the time to do Valentine's Day when you're sending things out in the mail. She's had some really cute Valentine stickers in the past, so I look forward to seeing what she comes up with. Do the washi tape right there, and I want to grab a full box, so now I need to decide what is going on functionally. This will go off to the side. Let's see. There's just something a little vibrant about these that I think is going to just change the mood of the spread, so I'm not going to do those. And if I'm not doing those, I don't think I want the gray ones. I have the Mojo Jojo Plans Gray Boxes book, but the tones in here, I just don't know what's going to work. So this one, I think, leans a little bit more like yellow or cream. And while the washi tape does have that cream undertone, it just like doesn't feel exactly right. This one, I think, would be my best bet. And this one would just darken it up a little too much. So I've got this choice right here. And I wish someone could vote on this because that would be helpful to me. Oh, I didn't even do the silver out of here. I'll probably go back and do the little silver splatters in a minute. I'm thinking like these ones, but the navy boxes aren't an exact match for Allie's navy because Allie's navy is pretty dark. So I think I'm gonna go with the gray out of here. We'll just put a pin in that and it'll just stay up there while I think about the silver splatter paint that I said I was gonna put into this spread. And these are nice like stickers for layering because they are clear, so I can put them on top of my scrapbook paper to give just a little pop of something. I used this sticker book for my Taylor Swift catch-all spread, and I thought the colors matched so well with what I did for that. So I'm excited to just use it again for something completely different. I'm gonna peel this snowflake up because I want the glitter underneath it. I haven't bought a lot of Happy Planner books lately. However, those two new Be Happy boxes are just gorgeous. I definitely am going to get the Valentine's Day one. I haven't decided on the travel one yet. I have some travel plans for 2023, so I thought, okay, it could be cute for that. But the only two things I want out of it are the sticker book and the like travel journal. So I don't know if it's worth it at the price tag for that. The Valentine's Day one, on the other hand, is just adorable. Like dogs and florals, I love it. So I'm kind of debating on that. There is one Happy Planner sticker book that I've been eyeing, and I was like, oh, I'm going to just pop into Joann's and see if they have it. And then I'm like looking at the Happy Planner website while I'm standing in Joann's, and I'm like, this is an online exclusive, isn't it? And it was. So I did not get that sticker book, but I think I might order it when I order the Valentine's box. It's the Paper Raven Co. collab. Just gorgeous florals. Connecting the two pages with a little bit of that splatter silver. I'll need to repunch these at the end, but it's worth it for this really cute foiled accent. And I'm probably going to go through this entire sheet of them in this spread, which isn't a problem for me. I do like being able to use up my stickers. So far, I've just been kind of holding a pile of all the sticker sheets that I have finished this year, because I'd like to see how many I finish in a year, but I don't know if I want to keep the trash around, so I'm debating whether or not that's going to actually be something. But when I finish this sheet of the silver splatter paint, I'm going to peel it out of this sticker book just to kind of clear it up a little bit better, just to kind of reduce some of the clutter, and then I will decide if it's going in the pile or not. Adding in this full-size box on Friday for my sticker release, I think that worked out really well right there. I'm going to go back to the faux washi strips to get a little bit of that into the cluster. And I could do it like layer it onto the box, or I could just have it kind of be up here, which I think is nice. I'll take this little book sticker to go down here in the corner because I'm not going to need like all of that space to write. It's going to be a bit of writing, but it's not going to need like the entirety of that box. And then I'll take another snowflake to layer over the other corner. This got a little wonky on the torn edge, so I'm just going to cover it up with a snowflake. I think that helps. And then some pine cones to really bring all of the different elements together. I think I'd like the pine cone down here in that corner. One of my goals for 2023 was to be a little bit more on top of actually using the Patreon perks that I pay for, because I'm in 3 different Patreon groups, and according to Allie's, very easy to use the perk for that because it's like sticker sheets. She sends you sticker sheets in the mail each month, and then you make a spread with them, you know? And I just love all the designs. I think it's, I want to say $15, and $15 for 3 sticker sheets evens out to like $5 a sheet. It includes the shipping though, which that helps a bit. And then you get to support Allie, and Allie's a great person, so I like being on her Patreon. I'm also on Planning with Bumble's Patreon because I like the early access videos. I never make it to the live videos though, and I wanted to be better about attending those because she films like live Q&As, live plan with me's, that kind of stuff. once a month. And then I'm also on the Planners and Wine Patreon, and their perks are early access to the episodes, which I haven't listened in a few weeks, so I need to kind of catch up on the episodes. And you also get them without commercials if you are on their Patreon feed. But the other perk is that they do a live podcast recording once a month, and you can join and like live chat while they're actually recording the podcast, which is really cool, but I never remember to like go to those. And they do like Facebook Lives and stuff like that, but I want to be better about actually using the Patreon perks that I pay for. There's this like little bit of dog hair. I saw my parents' dog yesterday, and now there's like dog hair on everything. Kept clinging to my planner page, and I'm like, please just get out of here. Gonna take this one. We can just, well, I'm gonna put it all the way down to the bottom of the page just so it doesn't cover up too much. And then we get some cool like difference between where it's overlapping like just the plain page and then the scrapbook paper and the tape. So I think that worked out well. We're just gonna tear this out and put this book off to the side. There are 2 more tiny little splatters on here, so I'm going to take those off so that we can make use of them. Scrapbook paper is kind of peeling up a little bit over here because I don't think I got the tape runner all the way to the edge, so I'm going to use one of these to just tack it back into place. And then for this one, I'm going to add it to that cluster. Here's what I have left. I have 2 of the like larger deco ones. I've got a couple snowflakes, some flowers, some pine cones, a little bit more of this, which is going to go into that last cluster that I started making. I think I've placed all of the hearts going the same direction. Yes. So this one's just going to continue that trend and go right there. I'm going to take Winter Wonderland, the book, and place that there. And then I've got a coffee mug, another sheet finished. I don't know how I feel about having these 2 together because they're both navy, but I do like the placement of that. So I think I'm going to go with it. The other place I could put the coffee mug is like over here by this book, but I don't know if that would be exactly what I wanted. Then we've got a pine cone. One more pine cone. Let's see. We're going to add it into this cluster over here. I feel like maybe a flower would look fine in that cluster, so I'm going to start adding in a couple of those just because this doesn't have any pink. So I'd like to add some pops of pink into areas that don't have it. I'll do that. It looks a little weird, like it's floating in space or something, but I do like the color that it adds into that cluster. Like, why would there be pillows next to a flower? I'm not sure. But does it work? I'm gonna save this for a minute because I'm still a little unsure of the placement. Gonna finish off the last 2 snowflakes so that they can find their homes. I think this one is gonna finish off this cluster, just kind of bringing it up a little bit higher. And then this last one, this cluster doesn't have a snowflake, so I could just stick it right there. Fabulous. All I have left are the little florals on here. Still gotta decide what I'm doing with that. I'm going to add in another quote up here on the weekend. So white gel pen once again. And I think I'd like Baby It's Cold Outside to go right there. I think the color will work well, kind of paired with that cluster because this is the darker navy and there's not really anything super dark in that larger cluster. And I could have it like kind of connected, which I don't hate. It's still legible if I layer it over the washi tape, which was my main concern, so we're gonna do that. It gets a little cloudy, but I think it'll be okay. Taking a pause from the decorative to figure out the placement of my functional boxes. And while I'm at it, I don't think I'm going to need the headers. I think they might just be a little too much for what I've got going on. This already looks pretty good to me. I'm going to take this size box to do work shifts. And I've got 4 work shifts this week. They're just all going on my hand. Let's see where the best placement is on Monday. I think this is going to be like the only spot it can really go without covering anything up. And then I also have Tuesday. So we'll do that in line with the Monday one. That way I can save this box for like a checklist if I need like a checklist. I normally will just put bullet points into my planner for things that don't get boxes. So that might be a nice space for that. I got Wednesday off and then I work on Thursday, so this will go right here. Space above that will be nice for bullet points. And then I work Saturday and there's really not a whole lot of room to place this box. So it's probably just going to go right here in the middle of the day. This is going to be for my sticker release, and then I want one for Mandy's sticker release because I'm a rep for her. I'm going to go with this size for that box, and I'm just going to line it up with the one for Saturday so that they're a little bit more gridded. Or maybe I should do the one for Thursday. It's not like anything's going to go into that specific like spot right there. I might actually have like a fun script sticker from a freebie from last year's National Sticker Day that just says National Sticker Day. I'm going to go see if I can find that. This was last year's Sticker Day freebie from Create with Mandy, and it doesn't have a Sticker Day script sticker on it. It says I love stickers, Create with Mandy new release, but the colors are off from the spread. I could put her logo in here, but I'm just like not feeling this color pink with the other pinks that I've got, so I'm going to hold on to this. I can also just write Sticker Day in myself, so I'll take one of these little header boxes and just place that there. And that helps with kind of the gridding of this, so the top of this will kind of match up with the top of that, and it just makes it a little bit better in my mind. Maybe it just needs to go up ever so slightly to keep it in line with the box for Saturday. Yeah, that turned out pretty good. I'm not 100% sold on the flowers. Let's see if they'll peel up and I can just put them back on the sheet. I just put them back onto the sticker sheet, kind of where they came from. I'm going to hold on to these for just another project because I don't think they're going to make their way into this particular spread. That's all I've got plans-wise, so I don't need any more boxes. I'm trying to decide, do I want 1 or 2 more quotes in here, or do I want to save them? I don't think I'm going to use the string lights, just because I would probably want them at the top of the pages, and I just didn't leave room for them. I'll take hot chocolate weather to go in the sidebar between those 2 clusters. Maybe? Or should I do it like down here? Looks a little weird like right next to that one though. I could put it like right here. That's not terrible. I know it's not like in a cluster with hot chocolate, but the vibes are there, so that's all that matters. It's far away from that mug. And then I've got Winter Wonderland, and I think I could put it like up here at the top of Wednesday. As I was mentioning, that's probably going to be where my checklists are going to go, but if I just put it mostly on Wednesday and don't have it go into Tuesday too much, I think that should be fine, because then I can just put my checklist items underneath it. It's not like an absurdly large quote. So Winter Wonderland, plus that's the theme of the spread. You know, you got to have the title or the theme just clearly spelled out in the spread. Now all that's left are the string lights, which can be used in a different spread because those are pretty versatile. So I just need to repunch the discs, and I think this will go back into the planner. Okay, back on the discs, and I love the way this turned out. I think all of the elements combined really nicely. And I love being able to use Allie's Patreon stickers because they're just gorgeous. You can use my code Caitlin10 to save on her stickers on her website. You can't save on the Patreon stuff, but you can find similar things on her website if you're looking for things kind of like this. And then scrapbook paper is Maggie Holmes. Washi tape is from Amazon. I'll link everything down below that I can find. Mojo Jojo plans for the boxes. And then my sticker release will be on Friday the 13th. I know, I keep saying Friday the 13th. Makes me feel a little unlucky, but I think it'll be a good one. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Central Time. So stay tuned for a reveal of those designs. This is what I've got for my Winter Wonderland spread, and I love the way it turned out. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!